walls, especially the exterior ones, need to go all the way to the ceiling.
Okay.
Okay. There's some extinguishers up there. They're all going to find themselves tucked in on the inside of the wall.
What was that that's tucked in?
These water, like fire extinguisher type things.
Okay.
Apologize for not knowing the name. You're able to shoot those, the gun or explosive charges into the ceiling to support it. Okay. I need all the doors put up.
Okay.
Okay. The supplies should be here for that stuff. If they're not, then we'll address it as they go. Everything can be interior type doors.
Okay.
Okay. There are locks over there. The locks need to be installed on the doors.
Okay.
And the doors painted if so decided.
Okay.
Okay. The only area that you were dealing with working on is this perimeter and in. It's only the office space.
Okay.
With one exception that I'll go through, which is 2 Cat5 cable drops that'll go against that back wall.
Okay.
Okay, so this blue cable, I'll need 2 runs. And you see that pipe right over there by Van Dam or whoever.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be tucked in along that.
Okay.
Which pipe?
This is the white pipe that's coming down in the center right in front of us. You see the picture of that guy? Just to the right. Okay.
But the people are going to work here. Wouldn't they need cable in several stations?
No, just there.
Just this?
Everything else
wireless.
is racking systems. The shipping department's over there, so that's the only place where anybody's going to be sitting that's out here.
Okay.
Electrical wiring has been run
Okay.
almost everywhere that I can see.
Okay.
There's an issue with the electrical as it relates to this room here. This room will have a heat press in it that will draw a significant amperage. Okay. From what I see that he's done, he's only run one circuit, or he's only using one breaker and one line of electrical to power the entire new area. I don't think that's sufficient, and I don't want it blowing the breaker on the heat press.
Okay.
So what do you want?
I want a separate line and a separate breaker that's run specifically for this area.
And what about the rest?
The rest, I believe, we're not drawing huge power across it. It's mostly just, the computers, printer, things like that. Okay.
But where do you want to, those are already installed, those wiring to those other rooms?
All the walls throughout need to be finished, taped, mudded, etc. Then I want it all painted. At least 2 coats with the colors we'll pick. Some of these you'll see there's some notes on the wall, but I'll tell you exactly which colors.
Okay.
Okay. There's, in this room over here is where the HVAC is.
Yes.
Okay. There needs to be 4 drops for the HVAC and any relevant returns. I'm not a specialist when it comes to HVAC.
Okay.
There are some returns in here, but I don't know whether more is needed or not. Okay. The goal overall is to have the new space as an enclosed area. Okay, I don't want to be heating and cooling the warehouse with this unit. So, however is what you find to be the optimal way, if it's closed the wall over there, whatever it is, I just don't want to be heating and cooling the outside. Okay. As I mentioned, power outlets, power's run. I need it to all work. My presumption is everything's okay, but included within the scope is, terminate them with the outlets, make sure that everything's kosher and works. Okay. In these rooms, there's the existing light fixture. Okay. What I'd like is in this room here, that room, and in that one over there, you'll see that there are these 4-bolt units.
Right.
I'd like them swapped with the 4-bulb units that are there.
Okay.
I don't know that it's neon. I just know that instead of putting more lighting drops, that's going to put out a lot more light. So it'll put out 4 lights, or 4 times the light needed. The doors all need to be installed as we talked about. There's one door that he's put up. I need to make sure it's fine. But then there's 4 more doors that need to be installed, the 2 here and 2 in the back. Okay. As I mentioned, the lofts are back there. And our set, they just need to be put in. These 2 are to be closets.
Okay.
Okay, I need them finished. Okay.
Do you have the organizers? And you're going to do it like a apartment kind of thing?
I mean, I can buy some things.
The ones like the little metal grill ones.
Type, not the. I'll buy the like laminate white thing, and we'll just lay it in. There's no tremendous beauty that's needed on the inside. This is going to be a closet for the electronics, and this is just regular supplies.
Okay.
Okay. You'll notice that the Cat 5, the ends of the Cat 5 come to here. Okay. These need to be terminated with the RJ45. I have all of that. I have the Cat 5 testers and everything along that. Okay. The outlets that you see running that have the Cat 5 in them over here, they need to be terminated with the tips as appropriate for going through these.
Sure.
Okay?
Sure.
The Cat 5 that has been exposed up here, I want it put into a PVC pipe or something so that it's not just laying out and hanging, but looks nice. Okay? And then the last thing is some CCTV wiring drops. The goal within that, I'll let you know where I plan to put the cameras. They're all going to be kind of in this outward or inward, and then I just need you to run the lines and terminate them. Okay? The doorways, in general, all need to be trimmed nicely.
Okay.
Okay? These back 2 rooms, for the most part, are fine, but all the walls, any holes that you see, gaps, etc., need to be patched so that at the end this place gets painted, and the rooms that are painted are all of the interior side, and just the outside can be like some white color or something like that. We can pick a color.
And are you leaving the brick the way it is?
Yeah, we're not touching it.
Okay.
I'm not sure whether the decision is to paint it. Assume it's getting painted on the interior zone. You'll see the places I mentioned to patch are like over here, that corner over there. As you're doing it, I just want it to come out looking nice at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. This up here just needs to be screwed in and patched. I think there was some problem from the past that you know related to here. Same thing, minor patching as it relates to here.
Okay.
The CCTV cable will terminate in this room. So we're going to run all the video and stuff will end up in here.
Okay.
This hole right here needs to be patched. And let me see, let's go through this.
To be closed.
Has to be closed up, sorry. Let's go through this real quick, make sure that I've kind of covered everything. With studs, framing, and drywall to the ceiling. I'll give this to you. Okay. Complete the repair of all existing and remaining work. Seal the drywall gaps at the ceiling to prevent the HVAC. You're going to have a couple areas up here that the pipe will go through. As that happens, just make sure that at the end it's sealed. Okay? Paint prime all new offices and existing offices with colors as selected, presume 2 coats. Okay? Close and patch the window hole that's in the southwest room. The same kind of trim, the rubber trim along the bottom over here. Okay? The AC ductwork to the 4 new rooms and then any needed returns. The electrical, complete installation of the power outlets or wire as needed. Power through the breaker. I'll show you where the breaker is. Run a separate breaker and line for the southeast rooms. Okay, that's that one room that I mentioned that will pull more power. Install the new hanging lights in the 4 rooms and any light switches as needed. Install 5 doors. There is one already that's installed, so it's probably closer to 4, but just make sure that everything is appropriate. Trim around the doors and the walkways, as we talked about. Install the locks, paint the doors if needed. Complete the closets that we saw in that room. The CAD 5